The Prince Harry and Meghan Markle moment which sparked start of their downfall. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex were initially quite popular with Americans when they moved to California, but this has slowly dropped after a number of gaffes and Netflix flops. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have faced fluctuating popularity since leaving the royal family and moving to California. At first, they were massively welcomed by the Americans, but they have slowly turned against them following a series of gaffes and lukewarm TV shows. In 2022, they produced a huge Netflix series about their lives in the royal family and moving away, and have created a number of different shows about the Invictus Games, polo, and a cookery show starring Meghan, which is due out in March this year. Hello viewers, please remember to subscribe and click on the notifications bell icon, so you will be notified whenever we upload new cookies about the British royal family. But there was one moment in 2023 which seemed to start the downward spiral for the Duke and Duchess's popularity. South Park dedicated a full episode to making fun of Harry and Meghan and their apparent need for privacy, which they moved to America to secure. The episode was titled The Worldwide Privacy Tour and aired just after Harry had finished his press tour for his memoir Spare and months after their Netflix show aired. It poked fun at the couple's behavior and grievances as it depicted them as desperately wanting publicity while claiming to want to live a quiet life. The episode went viral and was watched by millions both sides of the Atlantic, with clips of it shared often on social media. The show did real damage to the pair's reputation in the US, which had always been more positive than it was in the UK. A poll carried out a few days after the episode aired by US website Newsweek showed that the prince's popularity in America had dropped 3% since the previous month, while Meghan's fell by 4%. South Park did begin the episode with a disclaimer saying that all of its characters are fictional, and Harry and Meghan's names are never actually mentioned. But the couple are shown in some of the outfits they are famous for, and they are referred to as the Prince and Princess of Canada. They are booed at a state funeral, forcing them to appear on breakfast television to demand their privacy. They go on Good Morning Canada to promote a book, while the Duke of Sussex holds a placard saying "We want privacy," while the Duchess's banner reads, "Stop looking at us." After a car crash interview, they board their private jet and embark on a worldwide We Want Privacy tour, which was complete with dancing rainbows and a catchy theme tune. After the episode, royal commentator Richard Fitzwilliams said that the Sussexes should be very concerned as the show went for the jugular. He said, "Harry and Meghan are obsessed with being in control of the narrative, and we've recently seen them attack the royal family over a period of weeks when they knew the response would be silence." The sight of a cartoon version of Harry and Meghan storming off a television show after the interviewer criticizes them for chanting "We want privacy" sums up their hypocrisy and is hilarious. Mr. Fitzwilliams said the Sussexes had shown they could dole it out, but now faced the challenge of laughing at themselves. Prince Harry plays photographer for Meghan Markle and Team Ukraine in unseen moment at Invictus Games. Prince Harry was game to play photographer for Team Ukraine supporters who wanted a picture with his wife, Meghan Markle, at the Invictus Games. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex spent lots of time with athletes, families, and fans behind the scenes of the 2025 Invictus Games, which are being held between Vancouver and Whistler from February 8th to February 16th. In an unseen scene from the weekend, Prince Harry, 40, captured a snap of Meghan, 43, with a group supporting Ukraine at the Whistler Sliding Centre on February 10th. The Duke of Sussex, who is the founding patron of the Invictus Games, removed his glove to hold the smartphone just right for the shot of Meghan and the others, before the Duchess of Sussex playfully waved for him to hop into the frame. Meghan returned the favor during the games and filmed Harry several times throughout on her phone, sharing footage to the Instagram stories of her new account, @Meghan. Yulia Pritchula, one of the women in the picture on February 10th, exclusively tells people that it was the second or third time that she met Prince Harry and Meghan. Yesterday, My husband gave him the pin at the opening ceremony, Prichula says. Prichula's husband, Oleksiy, is part of the Ukrainian delegation to the Invictus Games and joined the team after being injured in war in September 2022. Oleksiy, a trained veterinarian, was evacuating a wounded comrade from the battlefield when he was struck by an enemy shell. Doctors were forced to amputate his legs, Ukraine World reported, and he later learned to walk with prosthetics. The Ukrainian team has so far won an impressive 16 medals at the 2025 Invictus Games, the 7th edition of the adaptive sports tournament for wounded, injured and sick service personnel and veterans that Prince Harry, a former captain in the British Army, created in 2014 as a means for healing through sport. The team entered the opening ceremony at BC Place on February 9 to a standing ovation, a strong show of support for the nation amid the Russian invasion, and Prince Harry wrapped one athlete in a huge hug there. Exclusively speaking to people at the Invictus Games Vancouver Whistler about the impact of the sports tournament in its 10th anniversary year, Prince Harry says that the event will always go on if there is demand for it. It's amazing how, after 10 years, we're still doing this. We will continue the games for as long as it's needed and the need is increasing rather than reducing, the Duke of Sussex tells People. I wish that we could close this down because there wasn't a need for it. Prince Harry receives 8-figure sum in damages after settling legal battle against Rupert Murdoch. The son Prince Harry has received an 8-figure sum in damages after reaching a surprise settlement in his legal battle against the publisher of UK newspaper The Sun. Doctors were forced to amputate his legs, Ukraine World reported, and he later learned to walk with prosthetics. People understands that the settlement involved an 8-figure sum, likely exceeding $12 million, covering damages in his case against the publisher over accusations of illegal information gathering by journalists and private investigators. In a statement obtained by People following the January 22 settlement, which came after both sides reached an agreement before the trial in London officially began, NGN said they offer a full and unequivocal apology to Harry and confirmed they had agreed to pay him substantial damages. The settlement fell short of Harry winning an apology from named senior executives at the company and newspaper at the time of the allegations. Speaking outside the High Court in London on behalf of Harry and his co-claimant, former Labour Member of Parliament Tom Watson, Harry's lawyer David Sherborne called for a police investigation into the newspaper and spoke of how Harry bringing a case against the publisher has impacted him and his family's life. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like this video and drop comments. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything.